What's up guys, welcome to the Eve AIO X tutorial. I'll be explaining the ins and outs of using the new Eve. Make sure to watch the full thing because I give a lot of features and tricks to utilize and to further your chances at copying. Anyway, let's get right into it. Also, if any of you guys are interested in joining a Discord, if you need help with Eve or help with copying, link will be in the description to join. Alright, to start it off, we have profiles. So you want to add one. I'm just going to randomly generate a credit card because I don't want typing in a real one. You have to do all this information, your email, telephone number, address, postal code, country. Let's do all that. This is what your task will be buying with. This is the information you'll be using when you purchase it. Give it a name, your birthday, I don't know. And then this is if, let's say you have a bunch of tasks all with the same profile. Once you get a checkout, it will stop all the other tasks. You only want one checkout with that profile, so you can save that. And it's right here, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can duplicate it, all that. So for logins, this is for sites that usually need a login or you just want to log in. Usually Undefeated requires a login. They always require a login if you want to buy. So it says it right here, the format, username, and password. So you do your email, and then you do your password, and you click save. And when you make a test with Undefeated, it'll have your login set there for you. Groups, you could ignore that. So let's go to notifications. So for notifications, I have Discord notifications. This is if when you have a task and it goes to checkout, or you have manual mode, which I will explain. This will send you the checkout URL, so you can check out from there. This webhook will tell you if you had a successful checkout. Okay, so what we want to do is click add, just paste your Discord webhook. I have a video on that on my channel. I'm not going to explain that right now. And here is the webhook that will give you the checkout URL. And here you can test it. See, this is my Eve checkout. This will tell you if I got a checkout. This one. This one will give you the checkout URL. So now let's go to Captcha. Most Shopify sites, you have to solve a Captcha. Okay, so what you want to do is you click add, turn it on. You want to sign into a Google account so you can get a one-click Captcha. If you want to be able to generate that one-click Captcha more often, you watch a YouTube video. You can set it to a proxy, all that. They also give you the option to have a checkpoint dedicated Captcha. You just check this. This Captcha solver will be dedicated to be solving Captcha on the checkpoint. This is on sites like Kith and DSM where there's a checkpoint, so it'll be just for this Captcha solver. These are for third-party Captcha solvers. You just type in your key and you can check your balance. You can implement this on your tasks as well. So for proxies, very simple. You click add. You have all your proxies copied. You paste them like this. Give it a name. So rotation, this is if you want random proxies to random tasks, completely random. This is if you want set proxies to set tasks. Okay, so you paste them, they'll all be right here. You can test them on a site. You can test them on google.com. You just click set start test. That will start it. You can stop it. You can import them, export them, and remove ones that are dead after you test them and if you figure out they are dead. Okay. You can also edit them, delete, and duplicate proxy lists. Log. So log, this is for you have a task running and you get a weird error. You want to see, what am I getting? Why am I getting that error? Or what's going on with my task? Why isn't it adding to cart? I'll tell you a bunch of lines. I'll tell you what's going on with the task. I'll show you when I make a task and I run it. I'll show you guys what it shows. It can tell you a bunch of stuff about your tasks. Settings. This is your automatic updater. Click it. It'll update for you. This is if you don't have lifetime. You want to renew. You want to deactivate your key. You want to log in somewhere else on another device. So one checkout per site. I told you guys about this before. This is if you want to reset all your profiles that have this checked. So you click reset. This is your log cleaner. So if I have this on, it will clear my log automatically every 1 minute. Quick and remote task settings. This is if you want to have remote tasks or quick tasks. This is the settings it will always have. It'll have preset for them. So you have your profile, your proxies, your sizing, delays, mode, and payment resubmission. Sound notifications, self-explanatory. This is if you want sound. If you want Captcha loaded, product add to cart, checked out, or PayPal opening. They have a link here if you want to get proxies from Red Dirt. Just an option if you want to get some proxies. So this is if you want to collapse your tasks on startup. This will make them into a smaller folder, rather you see every single one of your tasks. I have this on. When you click save, it'll close the task. That just makes sense. Share success. This will share, if you get a checkout, it will, everyone in the Discord will be able to see what you bought, but no personal information will be sent out. This will show your log location in your folder, and this will show your Eve location in your folder. Tools. You can ignore this. This just brings you to Discord. Shopify Shipping Manager. Okay, so this is for sites, any Shopify site only. And let's say you want to be able to check out quicker. You put in a product link. You call it whatever you want. You call it KIF. Give it a profile. This doesn't matter. Proxy, you don't need one. And you click Get Shipping Rate. Processing. So now when you make a KIF task, you can implement this into it. And when you check out, the shipping will fill in much quicker. So you want to have that little slight advantage, which could be a huge advantage. You want to be able to do that. I'll fill in the shipping on the task a lot quicker. So Splash Breaker, this is a browser bot that Eve added in AIO X. So you have your Easy Supply link. It's meant for Easy Supply and Adidas, where it's a splash and you randomly select it. So you want to have as many browsers as possible. So you post your Easy Supply link. That's not Easy Supply link, but it doesn't matter. You can put your proxy list or proxy and how many browsers you want. You click Add a browsers and they'll all show up here, and you have to wait till it selects you. Before we go any further, I want to talk about the proxy sponsor of this video, Space Proxies. Space Proxies have sponsored my past videos, and I've used them and I've copied them before. They're one of the best and fastest proxies in the game right now, and I 100% recommend them. They've just made these new ISP proxies, which are super fast and are unbannable on Shopify's new bot protection. Make sure to check their website out and join their Discord below as well. Remote Task Monitor, you just want to click Connect, Auto Start Task. This will auto start the task if you go from a remote quick task. This is meant for the monitor and from Discord or Slack. Cookies. So some websites require cookies. I'm not going to explain what cookies are, but some websites just require it. It's pretty easy to get them. So the only sites I actually use to get these cookies are Foot Patrol, right here. So, and the sites that require cookies are all right here. So if you see this site here, it needs to have cookies in order to run it. So Foot Patrol, you click your proxies. You usually need that, and delay. This is if you don't want your IP to get banned. So this is how often we'll try to get cookies. You click play. I already have 7 cookies from before, and it will get cookies for you. And sometimes you have to go around the website clicking stuff, and it'll give you cookies. You can import them and export them. So now on to tasks. This is the most complex part. So let's make a task. So this is if you want to choose a site, a Shopify site, which will give you a bunch more options, or you can choose one of these non-Shopify sites like Supreme, all these Off-White, which Eve does not support at the moment. Foot Patrol, Foot Locker, all the foot sites, all that. So I'm going to do Shopify right now, and I'm going to show you KIF. Okay, choose a profile, proxy list. I'm just going to not do that. Check out proxy list, leave this blank. You don't want to do that. So KIF, shipping rate, as I said before, that'll be right there. Quicker to put in shipping. So here, task type, direct link. It's right here. I have a direct link, so I can put that right there. Keywords is if I want to do keywords. I could do that. On KIF, keywords don't work, but in general they do. So you'd have a keyword right there. Negative keywords, this is if you don't want this to have it in the name. So if I have kids, if the product has that in the name, it won't pick it up. And if the product does have Vans in the name, it will pick it up. Variant, this is given to you by your cook group. It's generally quicker than a direct link and keyword. But right now we're just doing direct link. Checkout, you can do credit card or PayPal. You usually do credit card, pretty much all the time. Login, like I said before. Sites like Undefeated require login, so you just type in your email and password, or your username and password. So here are the modes. Let me explain them. API is the quickest and fastest mode there is. There's no bot protection. This is the mode you want to run, but there usually is bot protection, which is why there's human mode. This is the mode pretty much I always run, because there's usually always bot protection on Shopify sites. That's what you want to run when there's bot protection. This is the mode you want to run on sites like DSM and Kith, and because API will not work on that. So human preload, this mode was implemented in AIO X. This mode was added for a couple of sites. I know Kith is one of them. When there is checkpoint, it'll pre-solve the checkpoint captcha before the drop. So you run the task, let's say 2 minutes before the drop, and Kith drops their bot protection like a minute before the drop. This will pre-solve that captcha and have you at advantage of other users. It will have the captcha checkpoint pre-solved. Manual mode, I'll explain that. As I said before, this will effectively do what API and human do, but it will not check out. It will instead send you a checkout URL. Quantity, just leave that blank. If you have a discount code, fill that in. Password to password page, fill that in. Wait for share checkpoint, I'll explain that in a bit. Enter the task name. General, this is you have sizing, so you could have random, but let's say there's no sizing, do exclude. So for sizing, let's say you want the task to go for multiple sizes. You can go like this, and it will randomly pick those sizes, or if one size isn't available, go to a next size, and it's like that. And it could also be for this, small, large, it could be for like that too. Okay, and you can do random if not available, and yeah. For delay, this is how many times the task will refresh the product link if it's not live, or how quickly it will refresh it. So you can have random, it'll refresh it 2 seconds to 3.5 seconds, or you can do exactly 1 second. Price check, so let's say you set this to 65 to 70. If the product that you put in, or the task picks up, is $75, it will not add it to cart. This is before shipping rates. This is just the set price that it says on the site right away. If it's $75, it won't pick up. If it's $67, it will add it to cart and try to buy it. It's smart to have this on so you don't end up buying the wrong thing. Advanced, this is a third-party captcha solver, so you just type in how many solvers you want to have. Wash task, I'll also explain this in one moment. Payment resubmissions, this is if your card gets declined or there's errors. I usually have this at $999. It will try to submit it 999 times before it just stops. So now you have this task. So let's explain watch task. Let's duplicate this task. So now you have this exact same one. And now you have watch task. So now look. Watch task, what it essentially does is, let's say you have 20 tasks and they're waiting for a restock on a specific item. Instead of just wasting all your proxies or like CPU usage, you just want to have one task going for it. And once that product link picks up, and once that one task picks up the product, all your watching tasks will pick up that product as well. So you don't have to have 20 tasks where it can be kind of slow waiting for that restock. You can have one task going for it, and once the item actually restocks, then all your tasks will go for it. So look what will happen. Waiting for a product. Oh, see now that they both picked it up, they will both go for the item. So now it's waiting for Captcha. You can use the Captcha, and like I said before, new checkout URL already. This is from notifications because of this link. This will send you a checkout URL. It's not really needed because it's checking out the item anyway, but it'll send you a checkout URL for the items that are at checkout. So it's waiting for Captcha, but I don't need to solve these Captchas. I don't really care. So let me explain manual mode. So let's say I did manual mode. This is what it will do. You start the task, it'll check out for you, but it won't submit the payment for you. You'd have to do that yourself, and it will send you a checkout URL. Sometimes this is needed. I can't really think at the moment when it would be needed, but sometimes it might be. They send you the checkout URL, and you check out from there, submit your payment just manually. If the bot protection is weird, I guess that this would be helpful. So now let me explain wait for share checkpoint. So according to the Eve guide, wait for share checkpoint is the following. Let's say on sites like Kith and DSM, you have all these checkpoints and like you have 5 tasks and you have to solve all the checkpoints. That can decrease your chances at copying. So what you want to have is you have 3 tasks. 2 of them will have a wait for share checkpoint on, 1 of them will not. In order for this to work, all the tasks must have static residential proxies. You have 2 checked, 1 of them not checked, and you start all your tasks. It will only have 1 CAPTCHA for all 3 of your tasks at checkpoint, and it will go for all of them. So you have 3 tasks, 2 of them it's checked, 1 of them it's not. They all have to be static residential proxies, and you have a CAPTCHA solver open, and you only have 1 CAPTCHA, and it'll go for all of them. This is very helpful. So now let's talk about presets. So let me explain. Let me make a preset for Supreme. So one preset, I'm going to make it low checkout delay and high checkout delay. This is for if you want to quickly change the type of task, what kind of settings you want. This can be very helpful, like you want to quickly just change it. So this is going to be Supreme low checkout delay, so you can change, well, this type of preset, I want to have the task site be direct link, I want to have it be checkout, and one preset you want maybe PayPal manual, region, one preset you want to have USA, EU, random reasons, various quantity, CAPTCHA priority, so various quantity, CAPTCHA priority, CAPTCHA bypass. This is if you want to skip the CAPTCHA, usually works. Sizing, retry delay, all these stuff that you might want to have in your presets. Price check. So checkout delay, this is my main thing. For low checkout delay, I'll have 0, and then I'll save that, and I'll have another preset where I'll have the checkout delay to be higher, so 1500 to 2000. So you can do whatever you want. You can have different presets for different reasons. It's whatever you want. So this one I'll name Supreme. This one I'll name Supreme High. So now look, if I want to make a Supreme task, I can put the link. This is not a Supreme link, but that doesn't matter. Put the link, do my settings, profile. So now I have a Supreme task. Let's say initial drop just happened and I want to switch to restocks. So presets, okay, now we're switching to restocks. Now it's 0 checkout delay. Oh, and let's say you want to raise the checkout delay, presets, Supreme High. And now you just change a task like that, very quick. This could be helpful in a lot of situations where you just want to switch the type of task, the settings on it, and you can have different set presets of what you want to switch it to. So now let's go to monitor. This is also a new feature implemented in AIO X. So quick task settings, you want to do your settings, what profile, your proxies, your size, if you want to have a login. So you want to have a monitoring task. Right now, you make a normal task, what sites you want it to go for, and basically I have my keywords, just all the most general keywords on every single Shopify site Eve has, and if any of this picks up on any of these sites, it will automatically make a task, and it will show up here. You can edit this task. So right now I have all these keywords on. I have them all checked on all sites. You can use specific sites. I have it on human mode. You do your settings, what kind of task it would be, and once this drops, it will make. And once these keywords pick up, it will make that task and check out that item. This is very helpful. Yesterday I was playing with this and it's super quick. Let's say you're going for restocks of a Jordan. Once it just drops, it will just quickly just make the task and try to check out. It's super helpful. I was very surprised how useful this feature was. And when the keywords do pick up and show up on your monitor, I'll give you some options of what you can do with that task. Like you can start a task, go to the link, all that. So let's go to quick tasks. This is if you want to quickly just make a bunch of tasks. Let's say something just dropped. You do have your monitor. Let's say, I don't know, you want to do quick tasks. Put the product link. You do the Shopify site. Number of tasks. The quantity. Profile. The sizes. and the mode. This is also based off your settings. With quick task settings, I'll have it just set to what you usually have. All you pretty much need to do is just put the link in, and you can save and start. Save and start, and see, we'll go to task, checking out, submitting billing, waiting for Captcha, bicycles, and you'll solve the Captcha, and that's a quick task. You can import and export tasks. So if you right click it, you can do some stuff that you can do on the side here, like start, stop, edit, duplicate, and delete. You can select all your tasks. You can mass link change a bunch of tasks to a setting, and then you can click save and start. That's a mass link change. So you can schedule it. Let's say I want to schedule it 5 seconds from now. Boom, it will start. Boom, and then it will start like that. You can also do the same thing and schedule a stop. Presets like I did before, you can do a preset. First session, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't really recommend using it. You're also able to take the checkout URL. This is if you had a manual mode or an item go to checkout and you want it. You can just copy it here, or they give you the option of opening it in a browser. So now I'm able to check out like this. You can also copy it. You can also copy it or just click copy to clipboard. And I was talking about log before. As you can see all the stuff that went on with my tasks. I started it, added to cart, carting successful, generating checkout URL, which you can also see here. Submitting billing, checkout auth token, all this stuff about your tasks. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, if you're confused about something, let me know in the comments. I'll respond quickly. Remember to join the Discord, and goodbye.